Monkeys. Japanese monkeys. What up, monkey dude? Mami,やばい。めっちゃ来た。めっちゃ来た。すごい、めっちゃ。すごい。For many people around the world, living alongside primates is just a fact of life. But if you happen to be from North America or Europe, monkeys or apes are usually something that you see on TV or in the zoo. Okay, technically speaking, if you count the Barbary macaque, Europe has monkeys. But generally speaking, the idea that you could be walking down the street and suddenly stumble upon an ape or monkey would be unthinkable. Not so in Japan. The Japanese macaque, as they are known, can be found on 3 of Japan's 4 main islands. And despite their remarkable tolerance for the cold, they are not present on the northernmost island of Hokkaido. However, they are very adaptable creatures, and they can live in a variety of different climates, as you can see based on their distribution in Japan. So I guess in the back of my mind, I always knew that Japan had monkeys. I'd heard people talk about them. I saw some things on TV about it. But in my mind, I always pictured them just chilling in hot springs up in the snow in the far north, in the remote areas of Japan. But no, actually. Sure, you're not going to find them just strolling around in the middle of the city, generally speaking here, but you go out like 15 minutes outside of any town or city in Japan and you're going to hit mountains. And in mountains, you have a chance of seeing monkeys. Check out this little monkey dude just chilling in the wilderness. See? He's eating. Okay, bye. So, case in point, the clip at the very beginning of this video today was my very first encounter with Japanese monkeys in the wild. I was right up in the hills beside Hiroshima City. Yes, the Hiroshima City. And suddenly, a bunch of monkeys started crossing the road. Now, what you don't see in that clip is the 25 plus monkeys that crossed in a line ahead of us just about 10 minutes later. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that on film, but it happened. Since that first encounter, I've come across Japanese monkeys on a couple of different occasions, some in the wild, but mostly in semi-captivity, which is a really great way to get up close and personal with these animals and really interact with them. Baby monkey! Look at the baby face! Look at the face! So look at the mama's like, get the fuck away from me. No nursing right now. But I gotta be honest, nothing really beats just seeing them in the wild. If I had to choose an experience, I'd probably say the one that takes the cake was when my brother and I were up in the Japanese Alps back in October of 2019. We were at about 7,000 feet up, so pretty high. And we had just finished lunch. We were kind of kicking back and relaxing, about to continue on our way, when suddenly my brother spotted some monkeys coming upstream. There was a river behind us, and they were just moseying on up, looking for stuff to eat, doing some foraging. And my brother suddenly just called out, like, monkeys! And we started filming them. It was really, really cool. I didn't even know monkeys lived at altitudes that high. And what made it really special was that my brother and I had just finished talking, I think the day before, about how lucky it would be if he was able to see monkeys in the wild. Look at the monkeys. There's a bunch in the bush. It's like Planet of the Apes. He sees us, he's coming towards us. See him walking up the river over there? Yeah. I was telling him not to get his hopes up, and next thing you know, saw a bunch of monkeys. I think there were probably about 5 or 6. So yeah, pretty cool experience. So if you ever make it to Japan and you don't have the luxury of just heading out into the wilderness in the hopes of seeing a monkey, I still think it's worth going to some of these places that have them in semi-captivity if you really want to get a glimpse of them. They're really fascinating creatures. They're very intelligent. They have a hierarchy. You can even see the big boss, like alpha male monkey. They'll get really buff and big, which is really interesting. They're very adaptable, interesting creatures. They live in a variety of different climates, from jungles all the way up to pine forests covered in snow. So yeah, definitely worth a look. So anyways, I'm by no means an expert on this really unique animal, but I've had a couple of really interesting experiences with them, and I thought I'd share them. I was able to dig up some old footage. I apologize for the low quality of some of that. It was taken on my iPhone. But yeah, I thought I'd put it to use and actually share those cool moments that I had with the monkeys. So if you have any interesting experiences or expertise on Japanese macaques, please be sure to mention them in the comments. And yeah, that's it for today. So until next time.